first pitch to Ellsbury is inside. We are also honored to be joined here in the booth by one of the greatest players of all time, Cal Ripken Jr., who made his way to New York to be part of the ceremony honoring Derek Jeter. Cal, thanks for coming by.
Oh, my pleasure. And I was just thinking, this is the kind of guy I'd steal a base off of.
What? There's a fly ball to center field. Dyson is there, and let's listen to the ovation Derek Jeter's going to get.
For the Yankees, number 2.
Derek Jeter turned to the Royals dugout, and they were all tipping their cap to him, and then he waved to them. And here's the pitch. Cal, you're not going to come to the Bronx for somebody that you don't respect. What made you respect Derek Jeter as much as you do?
Well, what makes everyone respect Derek Jeter? I mean, you play against him, he plays the right way. He handles himself marvelously. For all the reasons that everyone loves him is why I'm here.
And he picks up a hit in his first at bat. To the delight of his family.
Yeah, I've felt that a few times over the years. Not quite being able to throw him out. You know, his legs are a little bit down, but he still hustles himself down the line. He smelled that hit right there that time.
Now, Cal, do you remember the first interaction you had with him when he was a young player?
Well, we talked about shortstop a lot because he's always very inquisitive and curious, and he sees you do something or position yourself some way, he'll ask you those questions. So I think the early was all about wondering about the position of shortstop.
Now, when Jordan came out, if you read Jeter's lips, he said, "Wow, you're moving kind of slow." What did he say to you, Cal, when he hugged you?
Well, he didn't say that. No, it was nice. He said, "I'm really glad you're here." And I just asked him, has it been an emotional run? Did I get a chance to say goodbye? Because that's the thing that got to me. When you have a chance to say goodbye, it's wonderful for closure, but it starts to chip away from you emotionally. And I think at one point you might have to see Derek shed a tear somewhere, wouldn't you think? Because it's that emotional as it gets closer and closer to the end. And
it hasn't been a week or a day. It's been a whole year of day after day of hearing about.
And he's going to make second as the throw from Infante hit Derek in the back.
Well, that's an intangible I don't know if you can credit Derek for, but maybe you could. Has the presence of mind to stop and then create a lane towards the base. And knowing Derek, he might have knew he was in the path of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things he does you don't see in the box scores, and we've all been in this panic mode where you've kind of booted it, and now what do I do with it?
Well, I would imagine it's a bonus to be in the pennant race a little bit, because now you can focus on what you're supposed to focus on. I always thought it was easier to play for a winner than it was a loser.
Much easier.
Because then you always had to kind of get your goals kind of realigned. In my case, I didn't announce my retirement until June. And that we were already firmly in a rebuilding mode again, and then it was like, God, we're going through this again. So I knew it was time to say goodbye. I would have much rather been in the pennant race so you can focus on what you're supposed to focus on. I think it's a bonus that you're still on the edge of making the playoffs here. They can still make a run.
1-0 count on Brian McCann, and he hits down to first. Hosmer's there. He'll step on the bag, and that will do it. Cal, great to see you. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, thanks
for
having me.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
The great Cal Ripken Jr. drops by on Derek Jeter Day for the Yankees. No runs, a hit, 1 error, and 2 men left. We go to the second. No score.